We connected? Yeah, connecting. Welcome to yet another stream from Nerdologists. I really need to spend a little more time getting this cleaned up. But let me find my tweet. It's really annoying. It should just be automatically in order. There we go, tweeted. Alright, I'm up and running. I'm actually flipping over to the live stream itself. Yeah, there we are. Because last time I missed some chats, and sorry about that to the one guy who was watching. I have emailed you since. You have emailed me back. I will email you again. But we are starting now on the second game that I have that's going to be at a catacon. Oh, my poor book. So let's stop and talk about this game really quickly. So this game is going to be the pirate-based game. It is going to take place on my fictional island of Barbuga. Everybody's going to be playing a pirate. So when I create my characters, and I'm not really limiting myself in terms of races, I might not go with Tiefling or Dragonborn, but elves, halflings, gnomes, humans, dwarves, all of those are fair game. Let's zoom in here. But every character I create has to make sense to either be somebody who lives on the island of Barbuga or someone who sails out of the island of Barbuga. So we're going to do a hill dwarf for our first one. All dwarves start with a +2 in Constitution. Hill dwarf. +1 to Wisdom. You might be able to see outside. I don't think you can see all that well. And hopefully you can't hear it all that well, but it is thunderstorming outside. So, going over some of this stuff pretty quickly. 25 feet. Proficiency bonus +2. Where's that sheet of paper? Should not have stuck it up there. Dark vision, one word. 60 feet. Dwarven resilience. Advantage on saving throws against poison. We know Dwarven and Common. Let's see. Smith, Brewers, and Mason's tools. And let's see, we are proficient with battle axe, hand axe, throwing hammer, and war hammer. And we have Dwarven Toughness, which allows us to gain an extra hit point every level. I think we're only going to be playing at level 2 here. I wanted to keep this at a lower level. Less things to know and do. There's actually more that I could do. I could write about stone cutting, but it's an extra piece of information that adds flavor to the character, and it can come up in actual gameplay, but it's not going to be super important. So let's see. 16, 15, 14, 12, 10, 8. I don't know what class I'm going with yet. I think we should try... I'm going to definitely try a bunch of... there are going to be several swashbucklers in this. But, yeah, why not? Let's pull out our handy book here and have our swashbuckler come into play. I mean, our swashbuckler really isn't going to come into play that much because it's a 3rd level ability. I will actually go up to level 3 again. Now that I'm thinking more about it, level 3 makes a very comfortable, diverse playing setup, and like I said, I can cut out some stuff that I'm like, okay, and never mind. So let's get our hit points set up. 3 d8 maximum, so first level we get 8 plus 3, 11, and then let 2 after that, 8 per level, so 8 times 3 is 24, plus 3 is 27. 27 hit points, a solid 0 to our initiative score. Let's see. Wow, I cannot spell. That does not spell hand. There we are. Hand, axe, simple, weapons, hand, crossbows, long swords, rapiers, short swords. Short swords. I hope you're catching some of the lightning in the background. It's kind of fun. And we are now also proficient with light armor. Dexterity and intelligence. This does not make a ton of sense as a build for a rogue. Let me tell you that. Our dexterity, really low. We are not going to be a traditional rogue. We are not sneaky and fast. We have bravado. For that reason, we are picking performance and persuasion. Wow, it just got really light outside for no particularly good reason. And we're going to continue using the basic equipment, so I'm not going to read out all the options. Rapier, short sword. Well, we're going to kind of make it into our own thing. Rapier. Let's see, rapier, short sword, explorer's pack, leather armor, dagger, and thieves' tools. We're actually going to remove the short sword here. We're going to go, I want to pare these down. We have rapier and we have dagger. Those are our two weapons. Is this short sword better? Could be, couldn't be. Who are we to say? Well, it could be, definitely. But, so much fun. But I think it's more interesting to have that as a limited option for players. The weapon your character fights with and having a bunch of different weapons to choose from doesn't create an interesting character. We get expertise, we'll come back to that. No, we're not going to, we're just going to put it right here. +5, +5. Sneak attack. If you have an engage on an attack, or the enemy is fighting someone else, you deal, I think it's just 1d6 at this level. No, it's 2d6. 2d6 extra damage on a hit. Cunning action. You can dash, dodge, disengage. Not dodge. Dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action. So, I mean, there we have a lot of it, except for what we get from the swashbuckler. We're going to get one other ability from the swashbuckler. Fancy footwork. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you learn how to land a strike and slip away without reprisal. During your turn, you may make a melee attack against a creature, and that creature can't make any opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn. And we also get to improve our initiative. It only goes up to +1, but we get to add our charisma bonus in for that. So we'll do fancy footwork in here. You can attack and then slip away without an opportunity attack from the creature you attacked on your turn. Huzzah! There we go. And we're going to use one of the new backgrounds as well. So I guess I should do Rogue 3. Background is Mercenary Veteran. I'm going to put in alignments on these just because I want to control it a little bit. We're going to see a lot of chaotic. And we're going to see a lot of neutral or chaotic good or lawful neutral. I'm just trying to avoid a situation where somebody jots down, "I'm evil. We're going to kill everybody we meet," because that's how you play D&D. So we get athletics plus 4 to athletics, and it's supposed to be persuasion. So we're going to have a company uniform. Insignia is your rank. Dice. Money pouch. And 10 gold pieces. So it comes with the trait mercenary life. You know the mercenary life is only someone who has experienced it can. You are able to identify mercenary companies by their emblems, and you know a little about any such company, including the names and reputations of its commanders and leaders. Dude, don't jump on the table. Sorry, cat. You can find mercenary work between. We're gonna change it up. Pirate life. You can recognize which pirate captain a pirate sails under, and you know some about the captains of each ship. We're going to also change this to no longer mercenary, pirate veteran. Dude. So, let's see, do we have anything else really to add to this one? Inspiration. So we have perception, which is going to be a solid 12. Dude. 0. I'm going to fill these in this time. I've decided just now. Based on the fact that I want this to be as easy as possible for anybody to sit down and play. So all the numbers are going to be here for all the pirates that I create. I don't think I'm going to create as many pirates as I did for the other game, just because everybody's going to be a pirate to some level, and I don't think I want this game to be, as I've said before, something that younger kids can play in, and so I probably shouldn't have like tavern wenches, stuff like that in the game. And so, sorry, got distracted for a second there. I should leave my phone away. I was just curious when it came up what it was, what it buzzed. Now we can add in our skills here, or our, not skills, our gear. We have 11, armor class kind of sucks, 11. For rapier, on check, rapier is a finesse weapon. Short sword, also a finesse weapon. Scimitar, finesse. Let's see, finesse weapons. You can choose strength for your finesse weapon, so we're going to choose strength. Attack bonus plus 4. Attack bonus plus 4. And then 1d8 plus 2. Or 1d4 plus 2. And I'm just going to write it down here. You can throw your dagger up to... Daggers can be thrown up to 60 feet. Anything else that I want to put in here? What I'm considering doing with this, and I think I'm going to do it, I've been debating back and forth a little bit, is to give everybody a feat. Wherever the heck feats are again. It's just going to give something a little bit more interesting to do. And a lot of these aren't necessarily even something where you're like, oh boy, this is... oh boy, this is super exciting, or anything great like that. But we're gonna go with the savage attack. Once per turn, when you roll damage, you can re-roll damage die and use whichever is higher. Technically you can use whichever one you want, but it's combat. You're going to want to use the higher ones. Come on up, little one. Wow. I can dance if I want to. I can leave my cats behind. There ain't no doubt. I'm a real fluff and I'm the cat of mine. Do the cat. Do the fluffy cat. Alright. Thanks, Louise. And now I have a cat up my lap. So we're going to save this one and like try and bust through another one fast as well. New folder, pirates. Dwarf pirate. Close. Reopen. You are such a pest. Such a little pest. I'm going to do a variant human this time. Give myself +1 to intelligence, +1 to charisma, and we're going to get a couple things. I'm going to give our character here a light armor proficiency. Normally wouldn't have that. I think we're going to create a wizard here. And let's see. What would be fun to do for that? I think we're going to gain proficiency in 3 extra skills of our choice. Persuasion, Perception, and History. This character is going to be Wood Elf. So we're also starting off with a +2 to Dex. And as a Wood Elf, you get a +1 to Wisdom. We're just going. Oh wait, we're done human. Never mind. Variant human. That's right. It's like I know I put those numbers in there for a reason. So that means this part's actually really easy. 30 feet. Plus, not inspiration. You don't have 2 inspiration. +2. And where was I going to go to? No, that was it. So now I can fill in numbers quickly. Here, intelligence is going to be our high stat as a 16. This is going to be 14, 12, and we have an actual 14 we can use. 14, 8, 10, -1, +2, +2, +3, 0, +1. So let's flip back now to Rogue, so we're getting close. Warlock, closer. Nah, so close. So close I can taste it. Wizard. So 6 + 2 plus. So 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2 is 20. We are also taking the tough ability for our second one, so we get another 6. Why am I doing that? I could have the characters die, but this is not the game that I want characters to potentially die in. This one is supposed to be a goofier sort of game, and I want to keep that feel to it. Daggers, darts, slings, quarterstaffs, light crossbows. And we do have, now we know what our two are. It's intelligence and wisdom. I really hope that I'm remembering correctly and that mages are intelligence-based casters. Yes, they are. +2. +2. +5. +2. +1. I'm going to choose a couple more things. Investigation is going to be really good, and insight. Again, I'm trying to get like a good spread of things here. Small one, you are hard to work with you in my lap. Wave goodbye. Bye. Alright, so let's continue through a little bit for what we have. Equipment wise, dagger, arcane, magical gem. You cast your spells through. Spellbook. Explorer's pack. And I can break out what's in the Explorer's pack. Again, this isn't a game that I really want to go super long. I want to keep it pretty straightforward. Actually gonna now come here quickly. Intelligence based. So it's a +2, 8 +2 plus our ability for a nice little 13. Attack bonus of 5. We know number of cantrips known is 3. And we know 6 spells. Well, let's see. Preparing and casting spells. Your intelligence modifier +3, plus your wizard level is 6. So 6, 4, 2, and we know 3 of these. Now let's go back here and look at our other abilities. We have Arcane Recovery. So how do I put this one? So it's simple. What's a simplified version of Arcane Recovery? If we remember from previously, Arcane Recovery is where you cast, on a short rest, you can regain spell slots that you've cast. So we can do once per day when you take a short rest. I'm going to leave that verbiage in there. You regain, you get back a 2 first level spells. Really dumbed down version of it. Technically you can pass or get back a 2nd level spell as well, but I don't feel like that's going to be super useful in this situation for them to know that. Now, at 2nd level, we get a couple different abilities. What school do I want to use? I have transmutation, illusion, we're gonna go with illusion. Why? Because it makes it really easy. We get an extra cantrip. We get minor illusion as a cantrip, and voila, that's a whole lot simpler than being like, oh well, here's this new ability that you have to learn. It comes down to like, yeah, we're trying to keep it simple, stupid. Sometimes I gotta get out of my way for that. Minor illusion, shocking grasp, acid splash, and mage hand. get rid of this so I don't forget. So you can see that I went with, again, the couple of offensive ones with Acid Splash and Shocking Grasp. I'm going to try and keep this a little bit more offensive. Magic Missile for 1. Thunder Wave. No, I'm going to do something. I'm not only going to do that because I don't know who's going to play. I'm going to do Silent Image. And I'm going to do Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt can be pretty good. Finally, we'll do last 2 ones. Invisibility. And what's something fun here? Scorching Ray. Definitely much more offensive than previous spellcasting builds that I've done. Wood Elf. Wizard 3. And we're going to go and look at our backgrounds here now, finally. And see which one we want to take. There's one in particular that makes a lot of sense. Sailor. Gain Athletics. And Perception. So we got a pretty good list going here. +2, 0, +3, +1, plus tick, Charisma +1, +3, +2, getting there, +1, hi cat. Still hanging out, I see. +3. Nope, +5. +0. +3. +2. It's a nice little 12. There, +1. +3. I know this is probably the most thrilling part of this. +1, +2, +2, 0. We do have a dagger that we're going to use with Sailor. I'm going to see how much I want to actually put this down on this. We have 10 gold pieces. And yeah, lucky rabbit's foot. There's a bunch of other stuff, but it's not going to be super important. I'm going to do 50 feet of rope. That's useful, something they can use. And I'm actually going to give them leather armor as well. The point being, even though they're not super squishy, I don't want them to just be sitting there at a super low hit point, or armor class. +12, actually +13. So it makes them just a little bit harder to hit, which is what we want. I know this one off the top of my head. Proficiency bonus plus dexterity, +4. Damage 1d4, +2. Really simple. I'll set up the spells. There are more proficiencies that comes with being a sailor. I might put down a little bit. You're proficient with ships and navigation tools. We're not going to really be on the water. It's not a huge deal. but that's about it. Human, wizard, sailor. I'm gonna go back and do one thing that I realized I didn't do up here. Background is sailor, pirate, and chaotic good. You're a chaotic good pirate. Oh, please, 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 please tell me we saved this. Yes, we did. Good. Well, let's double check. I hope. Fingers crossed, or I will download another version of this if it saved over it. It did not. Good. So, it's been going 41 minutes now. I think that's all I'm going to run for today. Sorry, I'm going to move camera here so I can get to my system. But thank you for watching, and hopefully it was enjoyable. It's going to be really, really fast, and I'm not going to explain much right now. I'm just trying to get through these so that they're done and they're ready. I'm not trying to get through them in a bad way. I'm just trying to get through them so that I have this in place in time for a catacon, so that I'm not scrambling at the last minute, and so that if anybody watches these videos, they don't forget what I'm doing, or they can forget what I'm doing in case I say anything that might be important. With that,